The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
I'm Tank Spencer, Jeremy Greene alongside in the Wicked Weed studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. We're talking draft needs for every NFL team. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Sportsocracy. You'll get all of our draft coverage leading up to the 2021 NFL draft starting on April the 29th. In Cleveland.
Just click on the little beer in the bottom right-hand corner. It subscribes you automatically, and then you'll see everything.
We're going to look at the team with the number one pick in the NFL draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars. We all know what they're going to do with the number one pick. They're going to go with a quarterback. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence. So there's no need to talk about the primary need for Jacksonville because we all know it's a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is a home run.
Yeah, and Trevor's a guy that comes in, starts day one. He's the highest graded prospect I've ever had at quarterback. I don't buy into the I don't have a chip on my shoulder nonsense. It's 2 weeks before the draft, and this is what we do. We start throwing out nonsense, and Trevor walked right into it, and so did his dad. Mm-hmm. Nothing to see here. Moving on.
Tight end is the biggest need for them on offense, in my opinion. I think they also need a wide receiver at some point. Another one, adding Marvin Jones Jr. in the offseason, it didn't really tickle my pickle. But I like the other weapons that they have at the wide receiver position with Laviska Shenault and DJ Shark. But they've got to have a tight end. They've got to have somebody that they can throw to, and picking up Tyler Eifert in the offseason is not the answer.
Well, Tyler Eifert's gone. That was last year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he gone.
Oh.
That's not a thing no more.
Wow.
No, they have Mr. Chris Manhertz from the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's a blocking tight end. He has 10 thumbs. He can't catch shit. So Pat Freiermuth's been a guy that's been attached to the Jaguars for me since Jump Street. I think he's what they wanted Tyler Eifert to be. He's a big target. He blocks better than people think he does. I got a lot of flack on the last video that he's not going to make it to the middle of the second round with their second round pick. Here's the thing. You know how many first-round picks are currently graded by any of the 5 major mock drafters? 47. That's how many guys are in the first round. So, yeah, there are going to be some people fall. Mm-hmm. I think Pat Freiermuth is one of them. There is a massive difference between Kyle Pitts and Pat Freiermuth. But for me, he is clearly my second tight end in this class. I think he would be a tremendous addition for the Jaguars, and he would fit exactly what they're looking for.
Along the offensive line, they did franchise Cam Robinson, which was not the right thing to do.
Yeah, one day I'll understand that. One day somebody will explain it to me really slowly.
But you got Cam Robinson for another year, so maybe draft a left tackle to be able to take over for him next year after the franchise tag is out.
My thought on Liam Eichenberg is that he is not a left tackle. He's a right tackle, and I think he's one of the safest ones in this draft. This is just a guy that he's consistent. He has that Notre Dame pedigree. Seems like every year there's a lineman that comes out of Notre Dame that is the safest lineman in the draft, and that's what Liam Eichenberg is. I think he can play damn near every spot on the line. Yes, there are some deficiencies, but I think he could take over for Taylor, who has not been – he's not been great. Let's just be really honest about it. And I think he would be a great value for them. That would probably be with their second 2. Maybe he falls to the 3rd. I just kind of doubt that.
Mm-hmm. Wide receiver position needs some, it needs some building block for the future. How about that? With Marvin Jones coming in, he's on his last legs. We know that. DJ Shark is great. He's already made a Pro Bowl. Will probably make another Pro Bowl now that he has old Sunshine throwing him passes. Laviska Shenault is the multi-tool that every team in the NFL, I feel like, needs. Every team is now salivating over around the NFL. So who's the wide receiver?
This is not me talking. This is everything. I have pretty good sources in Jacksonville with us being in a Panthers market. It's close enough. If Kadarius Toney's there at 33, they will take him there. I've been told that by every person I know that has ever sat in the same McDonald's as Urban Meyer. He is infatuated with Kadarius Toney and the ability to be that pre-snap motion guy. And let's face it, I love Laviska Shenault. He is a Swiss Army knife, but he is not that guy. He's not a disciplined enough route runner. There are just deficiencies with him. He's a tool. Kadarius Toney, He's not a great route runner, but he's very good pre-snap. And that's something that apparently Urban Meyer's looking for. That's what he's after at wide receiver. He's not as intrigued by, a second outside guy. He wants another slot guy. And this has been said to be the best slot draft in NFL history. And I think Kadarius Toney has the potential to be one of the best ones.
Okay. In the secondary, they have two good corners now. They've got C.J. Henderson. We expect that he will grow into a really good corner in this league. Okay, maybe
they have two corners.
Okay, maybe really good is stretching.
Let's take out that really.
Okay,
I'll deal with good.
Okay. Again, maybe I'm stretching it a little bit. Shaq Griffin comes over in free agency. Should they add another corner, or where's their big name?
I mean, they re-signed Sidney Jones, who's a guy that I'm pretty fond of. I liked him coming out of college. He's had injury issues, but if he can be healthy, he's good enough to be their third. I think they look to a safety. I'm not as sold on Rayshon Jenkins as everybody else seems to be. But the guy that I've said would be an ideal fit, and it's a guy that I don't like. I'm a diehard Florida State fan. This guy drove me absolutely crazy. Is Hammer Nasruddin. He's a gigantic safety. He probably plays some kind of hybrid Isaiah Simmons, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, that just Swiss Army knife on the defense role. But he can play safety. I think range is going to be a problem. He's a guy that I've always said looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. And not my favorite pick, but I could see his use in that Jacksonville defense as a multiple safety, since they apparently do think they have two starting safeties. Mm-hmm. I look at a guy like Hamza Nasruddin as a guy that can have a role on this defense.
Oh, well, the Jackson.
And I will say this. I've heard a shitload about Trayvon Mooring. That's not coming from me. I'm being told that. So I'm lower on him than everybody else. Don't be shocked if he's the pick at 25.
Yeah, through the trades, Jacksonville has set themselves up, though, to be able to add a lot of talent in this draft. They got 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. I think they're going to be able to do some big things in this draft. The draft is coming up April 29th. We will be live for all 3 days of the draft right here in the Wicked Weed studio. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Sportsocracy. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. We'll see you on draft night.